Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the botcon 2010 exclusive slicer figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. We'll have a look at the accessories and the instructions, make sure that you know the yours is complete, and we'll do some comparisons with him and his original G1 self. Now I've just took this guy out of the bag and I am in fact going to open him up for this particular video. So this was a 2010 botcon attendee freebie figure, so you had to attend the botcon in 2010. Now this is a redeco of Energon's deluxe size downshift, which unfortunately I do not have, so I can't show you a comparison with that, but I'm going to take this guy out of the packaging. To be honest, I'm quite excited to be doing this. I've been wanting to get this guy out of the packaging for ages, and obviously now seems a great time to do it. The figure itself looks absolutely beautiful, and you know what, it's really quite weighty. It really is. It looks so good. We've got plastic wheels, we've got lovely Decepticon insignia there, lovely translucent red windows. It's pretty much looks like it's going to be super easy to transform. We've got a lovely grille there. This is again my complete first experience of this figure. It looks like these are the weapons as well that come with him, so let's have a look at these and take these out of the bag. I'm probably going to, as I say, not turn this on just yet, but I'll have a direct comparison with him in a second for you. So yeah, we've got a few weapons here. It looks like this can actually fire. Yep, we've got a missile in here that'll go. In fact, we'll have a look at this in a bit more. It does fire as well. So we've got the launcher. This is lovely translucent red plastic. We've got the missile, again lovely translucent red plastic, and we've got either a handheld gun, and I suppose we can have a look at how to connect this up in a second as well. So I'm going to open the instructions because there's a lovely collector's card in there as well. That's what I really liked about these botcon figures. And yes, on the secondary market you do sort of pay a premium for the figure, but the main reason for it is they were only made in limited numbers, and I suppose exactly that, they are just very limited edition, specially made only figures. So we've got its technical data card there. If you'd like to read that, you can pause it now and have a quick read of it yourselves. And then with regards to the instructions, we've got these as well. Let's quickly fold this out. It does look like it's going to be super simple, but what I am going to do is just briefly pause. I'm going to come straight back with you with him in his robot mode, and we can have a look at him in more detail then as well. Before we do that though, let's have a look at him with his accessories in his alternate mode. So again, we do have the missile launcher. There's 5mm tabs in the back of the car and on the front of the wing, so we can attach this carefully inside there. This will of course then go inside. You've heard that's just loaded. We can then attach this as well on the front like so. That looks really good. Let's just fire this again, just to let it out. There's quite a bit of venom in that, to be honest, which is not usually heard of with Hasbro products. We can attach this in the back as well, just over the wheel arch. Exactly the same principle. That'll go there. And I suppose you get the gist. We can attach that in there as well. I'm just wondering that on the side there, is that too wide? Yeah, it's too wide to connect them in there. So I love things like this where the play factor, which, let's be honest, these are always kids toys. Maybe not the botcon ones. The botcons one are for adult collectors, but the original mold was of course a kids toy, and I like it when you can do lots of different configurations and play about with it. And just, as I say, exactly that, change it round and have some fun with it. But this definitely, now we're going to come back with him in his robot mode, and that's because that's the way that I'm going to be choosing to display him. Okay then, back for the final time with him in his robot mode, and the main reason for this is the way that I'm going to choose to be displaying him. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. It will be uploaded separately though, and a couple of reasons for this. One, to keep the length of the video down. Two, not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want to know it. And of course, again, I suppose it ties in with the first part. As it was a brand new toy, I took my time transforming it because I didn't want to damage it, and that seemed to take quite a long time. So let's have a look at him. The head sculpt is fantastic. There is actually a bit of light piping through there, but I'm sure with my torch it's a bit too bright and you won't be able to see it. I'm going to try my best for you. No, it's way too bright. But yes, there's some lovely light piping. You can see at the back there, this is of course translucent red plastic. These were the exhaust pipes. The head itself does have full articulation. Again, if I spin it around, you can see it's on like a ball and socket, so you can turn it left and right, look up and down. We've got the lovely Autobot emblem there, which I suppose is a brilliant, well, it is saying, isn't it, that it's shattered glass wheeljack rather than slicer, but it still looks great. There's a bit about, yeah, there's ball and socket articulation you can see in the shoulders. The unfortunate bicep movement and this part of the side of the car, you can't move that. That is unfortunately how it's going to stay. Because this obviously is a redeco of an old Power Links figure, you can still do that if you wanted to. You could still combine it. Unfortunately, I've got no other figures to actually combine him with. I'm just going to pop that back there. There's no waist articulation. The hips will go out to the side and a little bit forward. And I suppose that's pretty much the knee rock as well. Ankles and feet will just tilt backwards and forwards. It is super basic, but it looks good. I think the colour scheme is what makes it work. And in a second, I'm going to show you another thing. Let's do a quick comparison with, of course, the original G1 slicer. There we go. And this is why this figure's so good. Pretty much what I was saying in one of the other parts of this video, that I like figures that you can have a real good play around with all the weapons. Now, I've obviously took the spoiler off because when you transform it at the back, it's, yes, unfortunately, there's a lot of kibble at the back. Of course, when you transform it, you need to take it off. But what the good thing about this is, A, you can still use it. So you can put the weapons into the slots like so, and again, bear with me, this is a brand new toy, so everything hasn't been played with. So there we go, they just about fit in, and you can pop this in his hand like so, and that's pretty cool. It's not the greatest, let's be honest, but what you can do, of course, because there's all these slots, holes from where everything was attached, including the spoiler and stuff, so we can go with, and I suppose this is again exactly what we're looking at with the newer release that will be coming out soon, the fact that you can attach all these weapons over the top to him. Like, is that going to fit in? Yep, there you go. So you've got the blasters on the top, which are looking really good. And then again, you can even use this if you want. You can hold on to it as another weapon, a little bit of a shield, a little bit of a throw star thing, boomerang, whatever you want to call it. You can do loads with it. And again, that's exactly why I like this figure. It's my first experience with this figure. As I said at the beginning as well, I don't own the original. So although it's basic, it looks good and it moves around good as well. To be honest, I think there's not much more to say about this. It's a shame that it is a botcon exclusive. However, what it's done is it's hyped my interest into trying and find one of the original figures, so I can do a bit more comparisons and indeed have some fun and do some good displays, because as I've said, I like the mold. I think it looks great, and I'm really looking forward to the new one as well. So I hope you enjoyed looking at him. Again, I definitely think it was worth opening him up from brand new for this video. Let me know what you think of it. And of course, please take care.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.